Hey YouTube, RicoKnows here. Going to talk to you guys about my hidden gems again. You guys know the deal. I have a playlist on YouTube. Go to the homepage and click on the playlist and find the 2024 college football hidden gems. I'm identifying one hidden gem on every single team in America for the 2024 college football season. So who's the hidden gem on Iowa? That's the question. So when you go look at Iowa, there was a guy I wanted to point out. If I can go in here real quick, I'll go alphabetical. We'll go to Iowa. And it's going to be Sullivan at quarterback. If you watch the spring game for Iowa, there's one thing clearly evident is they need a quarterback. Cade McNamara has the biggest knee brace of all time and can't even function. Marco leaves a lot to be desired. He did play a little bit last year. He had some flashes running the ball a little bit. We need somebody who throws it. Neither one of them throw it very well. Cade McNamara, by the way, has not finished the last two football seasons he's played in. That guy's injury prone, if that's what you want to call it. So they went and picked up Brennan Sullivan. I'm excited. That's a former Northwestern starting quarterback. I actually think he might end up being the starting quarterback at some point. He's a good player. I like him a lot. You know what's crazy? When he jumped in the portal, I actually thought that he was going to go to Michigan and be their starting quarterback. Like, I thought that's how good he is compared to some of the scrubs they got starting around here. But anyways, that being said, not going with Brennan Sullivan in this video. You guys can see it here. I have a punter. I have a punter as my hidden gem for Iowa. And I'm not making a joke. This is the second punter I've identified. I identified a punter as the hidden gem on Colorado just because everybody knows the whole roster. And I decided nobody knows the punter. And he's great. And now we're looking at Iowa, and I'm assuming this is a hidden gem. Iowa's entire defense is coming back, and they're great. Their offensive players are not good enough to be hidden gems. So then we got a young man, Rhys Dakin. I don't know if I'm saying it right, bro. Look at the spelling on his name. I don't know. Shout out to Rhys Dakin. But he's over here. He's got the impossible task of replacing an NFL draft pick. I believe he was drafted in the 4th round. Torrey Taylor by the Bears, right? One of the greatest punters of all time. And that's because Iowa's offense was terrible. Iowa's offense was ranked 130th in the country. They might make top 100 this time around. They got a new offensive coordinator. They finally fired the coach's son. Talk about nepotism. But enough of that. We got this Australian rules kicker, or punter, if you will. I want to say something to you guys. It's not every day that I learn an insane amount of information. Let me explain this. I'll learn little tidbits here and there every day because I study so much that it's really hard for me to learn like a whole new thing that I had no clue about. It's just not common. It's almost impossible because of how much I study and how much I know of these teams. I had no clue what this kid is about. I had no clue that there was something called Pro Kick Aussie or Pro Kick Australia. It's really cool. It's a Twitter page or it's a company that helps these Australian rules kickers and punters get to college and get to the NFL and become millionaires. It helps them do this for a profession. So who you have down here, this is LeVar Woods. This is the special teams coordinator for Iowa, posing with this young man. And they're utilizing some of these other people out here to help them learn how to become kickers and get on the scene. I think it's incredible because I don't know who this kid is. I don't even know if he can punt. I just know he's a hidden gem because their offense might suck and they might need to punt a lot. So you might see a lot of this kid. But here's the deal. Iowa uses this process to go find kickers and punters. You know what's crazy? I'm on this dude's Twitter. Shout out to this young man. Has 1,000 followers. He's following 336 people. And he retweets anything that has to do with kickers and punters from Australia. His people, bro. There's one right here on Rutgers. He's got another one over here. He's got some guy's pro day. He punted this many yards, this much hang time. If you didn't know what that stands for, it's yards and hang time. And then he's over here, bro. Look, here's another one. Clay Lawrence getting a full scholarship to Fresno State. Another punter going to Weber State. Bro, I don't follow punters and kickers like this. This kid's whole page is a damn gold mine for kickers and punters. Shout out to him. These dudes are football players. He's slow-mowing. He's slow-mowing the punt. You better ask somebody. He got no shirt on. No shirt on? Punt drills? Guys, I played a lot of football. The kickers and punters, we didn't even know where they were. They were on the other side of the bleachers. We never saw them dudes. We don't know what they were doing. They were thumb wrestling. They were doing some other shit. These guys are working on their craft, ready to take over the world, and he's got every punter the Australian, UTSA. Anybody from Australia that went through the process, he's giving them a shout out. And I didn't have any clue that there's this many guys that are going through the process. Love this, mate. They say, love this, mate. Cool as hell. You know, when I was in the Army, we talked to Australian guys all the time. They had this shit called, was it vermite? What was it called? Mermite? Oh, it was something disgusting. I forget what it was called. Somebody tell me in the comments. But Maramite? Oh, God, it was gross. It was like this black gunk. Oh, I know I'm going to remember when I end this video. But nonetheless, shout out to the Aussies. Aussie. And, yeah, they dress funny. They kick funny balls. Pause. But we got ourselves a punter for Iowa on the Hidden Gems list. Shout out to Rhys Dakin. I'm going to follow you, bro. I'm going to keep following you. We're going to see what happens. I hope you go out there and punt the shit out of this ball. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Peace.